first episode. Took me a while to get started, but hey, better late than never. I wanted to make sure things were right. I wanted to have projects lined up for you guys. I wanted to have content to be continuous. I want this to be an open network, for, like, comment, subscribe, suggest, all of that good stuff, man. But a little bit about myself. My name is YZ Nard. A lot of you might know me from the back in the Wildest Ride days. Yeah, but check it out. This page, this channel is all about do it yourself. It's all about grabbing the knowledge. It's all about grabbing the confidence to go ahead and do these things yourself. Shout out to all the shops. Shout out to all the professionals out there. Not trying to take nothing from you guys. Just trying to instill some knowledge and power into guys to do stuff on their own. Maintain your stuff, maintain your bikes, maintain your cars, man. Maintain your homes. Little do-it-yourself projects around the house. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to learn something, man. And the day we stop learning is the day you better be in the ground, 6 feet under. But I like to do a lot of projects around the house, and sometimes I share it to Instagram, and everybody's amazed by it. Some people suggest, hey, some people call me the jack of all trades, but definitely ain't the master of none of them. But I'm just blessed to be able to have the will and know-how, and execute the dedication, I should say. That once I set on something, I just don't stop researching it. Watch videos on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. This thing has been like my Bible. This thing has been like so helpful with certain little things that I set out to do. So, and along with the man upstairs, I can't take all the credit. And I'm just another dude, just like you. And I want to share my path and share my journey in the lab. I'm going to have some dope interviews, some of my dope friends that come visit. But we going to work. I'm going to share these projects with you. I'm going to tell you the best way I can what works for me. It might not be the best way. It might not be, the professional way, but it works for me. And I bet my life on it because I go out and I ride my machines, And every one of them I probably done took apart and rebuilt like 4 times for whatever reason. Season down, season changing parts, maintenance. But I done did a lot of stuff that I haven't shared that I'm gonna start sharing with you guys. So stay tuned, comment, subscribe, suggest, all that good stuff, man. Dope. Yo, what up, y'all? So today we're gonna do some Nerf bars for a Banshee, some handlebars, some grips, rear grab bar, little simple stuff that might give your bike a facelift. Some of you might be intimidated by it, but you really don't need much. All you're gonna need is a Phillips screwdriver. You're gonna need a 8mm. You're gonna need a 10mm. You might need a 12 as well, but we're gonna clarify. I'll call out what I'm using as I'm using it. But let's see how this goes. First, we'll start with some the Nerf bars, the netting. Maybe you guys probably have some Nerf bars on your bike already, and the netting is all beat up or faded and whatnot, and you wanna go ahead and change that out. And you might look at it like, man, I don't want to touch this. I don't even know where to begin. It looks intimidating, but it ain't. So I'll show you how I did one. I have one done already over here. I'll set up the camera on the tripod and we'll do one together. And then we'll change the Nerf bars on the bike. And we'll do the handlebars, the grips, levers, and then, like I said, the rear grab bar. So maybe some of you guys got a quad, or not necessarily a Banshee. I hope it's a Banshee, but if you don't, the process is pretty much the same on most bikes, if not all. So stay tuned, let's get it. Alright, cool. So here's a set of Nerf bars that I already have, pretty much installed. This is the bottom side. You want to get an idea of how that was looped. See, it pretty much goes over and in. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys can see that a little better. Alright, so here I have it perfectly empty. What I like to do is I like to lay it out on a flat surface, a table somewhere. And then it's really nothing to it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna grab the Nerf bar and you're gonna grab your net. And you're pretty much gonna line. This thing looks confusing, it looks like spaghetti, but like I said, don't worry about it. And like I said, you got each of these points laid out. And this thing, you're just gonna lay it out flat. Gonna lay it out flat. You're gonna match up every length that sticks out of this webbing. You're gonna pretty much match it up with every hole here. So I don't know if you guys can see that good. So I got this guy here, this guy here, this guy here. You got these two for these two guys. And then you got these three. 1, 2, and the last one's right here. Alright. So let me set that up so we can do this together. So alright, cool. So like I said, I matched up every hole with every long length of the net. What you're gonna do is you're gonna grab this first thing. See this loop? You're gonna feed it through. And as you can see at the bottom, it comes out here. And all you're gonna do is bring that back up. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's another hole here. you're gonna bring it up through. Bear with me guys, it's kind of hard to do this on camera. You can easily do this sitting on the tabletop. Alright, so you see that starting to come through here. That's pretty much one done. Now to adjust it, you can just send it in. And then you have this side here, that extra loop. That's one and done. So you pretty much repeat this process for the whole thing. So this is the top side. I'm gonna send it down into that hole there. I'm gonna flip it around so you can see it coming out the other side. Then, as you got it through there, you're gonna send it back through this hole. This hole here. And then that's gonna meet up with the first hole that you sent it down. The first slot, or whatever you guys wanna call it. Just get that on camera, guys. So what I like to do is I feed it tight. I move that initial piece to the side. Believe me, it's not as I'm fidgeting with this thing. It's only because I'm trying to do it on camera. I was on my tabletop. Done already. Here we go. So that's two. And like I said, pretty much repeat this process for the rest of the saw. I'm gonna move this to the table so it's much faster. And you guys can see what I mean. It's on the table. Feed it through that initial slot. Move that out of your way. Get it to go up to the next slot like I showed you. And you can kind of cheat it a little bit when you send that slot down there. When you're trying to pull up that tab that just double looping through the same slot. You can use this longer length to kind of cheat it and pull this up. I'm gonna try to get that on camera. I'm gonna get it on camera. Show you guys what I'm talking about. But so far, that's 3 done. It's really not much to do. So maybe you guys got Nerf bars out there. You wanna upgrade it with some color, different color. Like I said, you send it through, send it all the way through. Let me try to get this cheating thing up like I was trying to explain. Yeah, that's gonna be hard to get on camera. Yeah, that angle, well, if you can see it there a little bit. We're basically using that friction. This in here kind of grips onto it, and you can use it to pull it through once they touch. It's really hard to show you on camera what I'm talking about, but when you go to tackle this on your own, you'll see what I mean. Basically, you're sending this down in the loop, sending this back up, using that little piece I showed you to connect to this portion, and then watch, I pull it up and then just snuck it right through. Let me show you. See how it snuck right through? And all you gotta do is just tug on it. You can adjust these things, make them baggy, you can make them tight by just sending this down and pulling up on that tab. There's really no right or way wrong. Ready to rock these. I like them snug. I don't really like them baggy. Prone to catch things. But I'll get these last two lubed up and then we'll move on to the install. Sorry man, I know that was like, this is my first time doing anything like this. A how-to vid. Like I said, I'm just quick at doing things myself. I'm really not a technical online or influencer personality type. But we live and we grow. We live and we learn. Sneak that through. Alright guys, I'm not gonna make you sit through the rest of this. I'll get these buttoned up and then we'll move on to installing. Alright, for this side, we're gonna mount the right side Nerf bar to the existing heel guards and foot pegs. And for this, we're gonna need a number 10 ratchet and socket, number 10 open-ended wrench, and of course the 2 mounting bolts that come with the kit, and washers, 1 on each side. So you're gonna back that washer up. We're gonna mount that here. That inside bolt in first. So I should get both bolts ready. I gotta have 3 hands to do this. I'm gonna use my leg to push pressure on the Nerf bar towards the heel guard and peg so that it stays put. Oops. Oh, that's gonna suck. I gotta get that washer out of there. Okay, let me get this guy snug up there first. Careful not to cross thread these. Take your time. The bolt might be on an angle. Let's grab something to get that washer out. Give me 1 sec, guys. Got the perfect tool for it. Grab it. Again, this needle nose here. It's always good to have it. Have a tool for everything around. Got that. And again, just using my shins to put pressure. All right. So we're gonna use our open end. Just to hold that nut in place. I want to make sure our ratchet is on tighten. I actually got it. Work it from both ends. Do the same thing over here, snug it up a little. I get a little overzealous there sometimes. And of course, my dog wants to make an appearance too. Hi, Blue. We just want to do that to the snug, guys. I advise not locking it tight all the way until we get the other side mounted. And we get this middle piece here mounted up and held up over here. Get this piece held up with the motor mount that it comes with. Let me show you what that bracket looks like. This is the bracket that holds in, and it goes something to the effect of holding on in here, inside here. Well, like I said, I like to get the heel guards up first. Nerf bars mounted to the heel guards, I should say. Don't tighten it up all the way. So I'm gonna get that other side mounted up, and then we'll move on to doing the motor mounts. All right, so the best way to do this for me, if you don't have a table or a workbench or hydraulic table that can fit a big ass quad on it, and you like me, you working in your home or garage or storage bin, you want to stand the bike up. So the bike comes with this particular Nerf bar setup for Banshee. I don't know what other bikes are fixed, probably similar to Yamaha. It comes with, as you can see, this bracket that mounts on the motor. I'm used to the ones that have that crossbar that, you know, kind of goes in between the two. But this style was my first time seeing it. Let's see, let's get you a little shot on this side. It's a nice little setup though, it's secure, ain't nothing wrong with it. But it's just the first time we come across it. Alright, so what you gotta do is, basically your inside motor mounts is 12 millimeter socket. Get that. You're not gonna remove this guy. You're gonna remove the top one. I'm just referencing this because you can't really see. But you're gonna remove that guy, and the kit comes with. I got the bolts in my pocket, probably. Yeah, I do. So you're gonna remove that motor mount bolt. You're gonna line that bracket. You're gonna want to remove this fender stabilizer bar out your way, just 10 millimeter. Get that off for you. That, just swing that out your way. You're gonna line this bracket up. That bracket sits flush against the outside of the frame to where the top motor mount bolt goes. And you're gonna send this bolt that the kit comes with through that side. Now, the original, this is the original bolt that comes out from the motor mount at the top. So the kit also comes with a shorter bolt for you to send that through. Let me see if I can get a shot of that. Yeah, see, I sent that through there. Get it to focus. So yeah, I send that shorter bolt through that spot, because you'll be left with a void. So at first I was like, what the hell this extra bolt came with? And then I'm sitting there when I installed it, I was like, oh man, I got no way to secure this top, you know, part of this motor brand. And I said, aha, that's what that extra bolt is for. So, never should be left with extra bolts. Alright, so we're going to get to it. I already started this side. I already started it with the socket, removing it. And, oops, something I probably stacked like an idiot. And I'm going to give it to my camera assistant here. Alright, so I removed that bolt from the top like I stated. Then you're going to want to grab your 10mm. And we're going to remove this bolt here. Get that out the way. Like I said, you just loosen it and get out your way. I learned that the hard way. I was fighting with it there. So like I said, that bolt now, the frame is threaded, as you can see here. This side looks like it's not, but it's actually threaded through and through. So you can see that goes in. Can't pull it, it's threaded. So I'm going to take this bracket, I'm going to line it up there. It's going to get you a 12, is going to get you home on this one, fellas, number 12. I'm just going to snug it. I'm not going to tighten it all the way because you still got to mount the bottom of the clamp to the actual bar. So if you want to come around here, I'll show you that. Bottom piece of the clamp here. And we're going to send this home with Allen key. It's a 5mm Allen key. This is the bottom of the clamp. So line that up. It's got a little bit of Loctite on there already. So the wider the better. Just start that one. Start this one. I'm just going to drive that in. You don't want to drive them evenly. Don't drive one more than the other. I'm going to drive them back and forth even. Once you got those snugged up pretty good, then you can go ahead and go back to tightening that 12mm bolt on the outside. I'm going to tighten up this bolt out here. And also, you see that play? You don't want that all the way out, because right here, if you have it adjusted, it clears the frame right here. See how we got that clearance? So you're going to want to make sure that that bracket on the outside is adjusted to the maximum bottom. Snug it tight. I'm not going to get technical with no torque specs. You just want to tighten it. God damn it. So it ain't going nowhere. You go back over your clamps. Make sure those are tight. Sorry, my camera woman is getting a little tired on me. She had a snow day today. And had too much snacks and goodies. And that's pretty much installed, fellas, ladies and gents. Really nothing to it. sturdy. I like it. Oh, see, that's why I do that. Because we never know what we done forgot. I forgot to put that fender stay back on. So let me get that back on. And then we'll move on to the handlebars. See you guys in a sec. Alright, we're gonna change these handlebars, Mancave. We in the lab, man. We're gonna put in that work. We're gonna give our little facelift so far. We're able to change the grab bar. That looks nice, right? That's the old one. We added some Nerf Bars. Looking nice and sexy. Now we're about to upgrade these handlebars. Let's get to it, people. Alright, let me go over what you're gonna need for this. Simple. Excuse me, I can't work. Alright, so you're gonna need a 10mm for these. You're gonna remove all the levers from this. Underneath there, let's see if I can get under there for you. Yeah, you're gonna need a Phillips. For this guy, these two bolts, you're gonna need a number 8mm Phillips as well for the throttle. Then I'll show you guys, well, my trick for removing the, well, actually on this, we don't have to worry about removing the old grips, but maybe I'll do that for shits and giggles. Also, you need a number 12. So let's get these new handlebars on there. It's nothing crazy, man. I didn't come out my mama's ass knowing nothing. And for you guys that are experienced and know it all, this channel is maybe not for you. So this might seem like simple and remedial stuff. It is for people like us that is experienced, but there are people out there that feel like they can't accomplish shit like this on their own. Whoa, that was a loose bolt. Saw that? Whoa. 2 out of 4 bolts were loose already. God is good. Something to me. Loosen that. I don't want to loosen those too much, but I just wanted to loosen them enough. I'll go ahead and let's do these number 8s over here. That's what I want my channel to be about. None of us came out of nothing. Nobody came out knowing everything, man. So what I'm doing here, I'm just loosening the front brake now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that clamp back there so we don't lose that. I'll grab the other bolt, put it back in there as well. You're gonna get in the habit of doing stuff like that. You're gonna remove these cable ties that keep everything nice and neat. Give your bike that factory look. Those bars are a little too much. We're going to use those on the new bars. Put stuff. Set that on the seat. A couple more over here. 10, take off the clutch side. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to put that clamp back on there with those screws so we don't lose that. Now on to the on-off switch and throttle. That's going to be a Phillips screwdriver. Shouldn't be too tight. And that just comes off, same concept. Screws in a couple turns so they don't go flying anywhere on you. Of course, remember to order switch control to the inside, clutch on the outside. Front brake on the outside, throttle on this side. Front brake on the inside, throttle to the outside. You won't believe how many people bike I run into like, huh? What happened there, man? Frankensteins. Franken builds. Lunch wagons. Damn, another loose screw. Can't be catch you out there on the lunch wagon, man. These bikes go fast, man. These bikes, they dangerous. Can't be out there with no lunch wagon. Same concept. Put that clamp and screw where you can find it. I'm going to go clean my hands. We're going to be installing a new handlebar here. I'll be back shortly with the new setup. Okay, got the handlebars mounted back up. Sorry. Just going to throw those back on the mounts in place. They have hash marks that you're going to pretty much center on each side. Tighten down your clamps a little bit. Don't tighten them down all the way though. Tighten them down just enough to stay in place while you get your controls together. That way if you gotta make any adjustments, you have the time and you don't gotta go back and loosen and stuff. But it's not really nothing to it. Just put all the controls back the way they came off. Brake to the inside. Throttle's going to go on the outside. Switch to the inside. When you got aftermarket bars, they kind of set a little funny on a Banshee. Let me see, if you put it flat on the bar, this front brake is going to ride well outside of the handlebar. We don't want that. So you got to kind of slide this inward more than you normally would on stock handlebars. But they work. So, tighten these up and get back to it, and then we'll put the grips on it. I'll start this bad boy up for you guys. Next, I'm gonna change this rear grab bar. You're gonna need a Phillips and a 10mm. Phillips is for the top side. You're gonna loosen these two screws, one on each side. You're gonna need a 10mm. There's a nut that goes on this side that you're gonna have to hold with a 10mm or a pair of pliers, whatever works. And then depending on, it should be a 12 or 10, but in my case this was a 10 millimeter. You're gonna loosen these bolts, back them out all the way. As you can see, those two 10s hold on there. The two for the back here. And then these inside guys are for the brake light. So this guy is for these guys. This guy, one on each side here. And then two middle. You can do that after you get it loose. It's kind of hard to get to with the fender there. But I'll get those loose and get it off. And we'll get it installed. Yo, thanks for sticking with me. Gave this bike a little facelift. Did the handlebars, did the levers, Nerf Bars, rear grab bar. Didn't take long, not rocket science, very easy to do. So, thanks for sticking with me. Hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of In the Lab with Mancave Motorsports, YZ Nod. And I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next episode.